there and say, wait a minute, turn around and go back to the king. And when you go to the king, you tell him that you have good news. Can I get a witness? And when he walked into Hezekiah, he said, King, I got good news. I hear Hezekiah saying, you've already given me bad news. Now what is the good news? And Isaiah said the good news is that the bad news ain't gonna happen. Can I get a witness? That's the good news. And many times when bad news comes to us, when the good news comes, the good news is that the bad news was wrong. Can I get any witnesses up in here? Is there anybody in here that's been given some bad news, and when the good news came, you found out the bad news was wrong? Can I get a witness? Well, God has a way of bringing good news. Well, I don't want to hold you here too long. We got another service, and we still got to serve communion. But let me close here now. Yes, I want to help somebody in this room. Can I get a witness? There is a lot of bad news, oh Lord, but there is also a lot of good news, yes, especially for a child of God, yes. If you're not a child of God, you don't understand what I'm getting ready to say. Can I get a witness? The bad news is that God took your father. Can I get a witness? But the good news is I heard him when he said, I'll be your father when your father is gone. Oh Lord, the bad news is God took your mama, but the good news is he's been a mother ever since my mother was gone. I know that's good news. The bad news is the doctor said you got cancer and you can't get well. But the good news is God is a doctor that has never lost a case. Can I get some help in here? The bad news is my child has gone astray. I don't know what to do about it. But the good news is God is able. Is there anybody in here that knows he's able? He can bring your one child back home. Is there anybody in here that know about this good news? Is there anybody in here that know he'll give you good news? Not just bad news. I got one more thing that I want to tell you. The Bible said a man that is born of a woman is full of trouble. Of those days, of a few days, and those days are full of trouble. And what that means, the bad news is we all got to die one day, but that ain't the end of it. The good news is to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Goodbye now, y'all. Good evening now. But one of these days, I'm going to see it for myself. One of these days, I'm going to hear it. Give me the good news. Well done. Well done. Well done. Oh, well done. Thou good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few things. Come on in. know how to appreciate good news. The bad news has got to come so I can appreciate the good news. And every time I get some bad news, I get upset sometimes. I'm human, I can't help it. Sometimes I get upset. Then after I soak for a while, after I stew for a while, the voice of the Lord will say to me, what are you worried about? What are you in despair for? Why are you about to go out of your mind? Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? I got it all under control. Don't you know? I got it all in my hand. Don't you know? You can depend on me. I won't let you down. He'll always be there for me. The storm get rough sometimes. The hills get high. The mountain gets so high to climb. Sometimes it looks like I take one step forward and one step back. Sometimes I just have to stand there and mark time. But I heard old man Esther Ivy over at the other church say, if I can't go forward, I'm not going back. I'm going to stand still and mark time until I see the salvation of the Lord. But do you know what I do? When I get to the point that I don't know where to turn, I get in my closet, I go out somewhere, get by myself, get down on my knees. Do you know what I tell the Lord? Do you know what I